Here in the other experiment, I have tiny objects such as a crayon, a wax crayon, a paper clip, a coin, a golden earring, and a nail. Also, I have attached one end of a string to a pencil, and the other end is attached to a magnet. Now let us put these objects inside the box. What do you think? Which objects are going to be attracted? Let us see. Let us fix here the magnet first. Okay. I'm gonna pass it all through. Oh, I still have another one. Oh, because the coin took all the space in the magnet. Okay. And the coin is heavy, that's why, but it's attached to the coin, you see? Let us try to put it again. Yes, it got the coin. And what else do we have? The nail. So which objects got attached to the magnet? The paper clip, the nail, and the coin. And which objects didn't get attached or attracted to the magnet? The wax crayon and the golden earring. We conclude that magnets attract objects made with nickel or iron, such as steel. Now let us begin our new lesson, which is lesson 4, exploring magnets. Let's begin with page 386. What do magnets do? A magnet can attract or pull some objects. Magnets attract objects through solids, liquids, and gases. A very strong magnet can pull objects from far away. The farther a magnet is from the object, the weaker the magnet's pull will be. What do they mean that magnets attract objects through solids, liquids, and gases? Let me show you here. If I put this paper clip under or below this paper here on this side, and let me bring a magnet, will it attach? Will it attract? Yes, it had. It attracted the paper clip, you see? And it's actually moving with it. Now, what if I put let's say the coin here, and I have here a container with water, which is liquid. I'll just bring the magnet and put it inside the water. Oh, it got attracted as well. Now, let us continue. Many magnets contain iron. Magnets attract objects made with iron, including steel. They can also attract objects containing nickel. So let us check this photo actually. Here we have a magnet and it has attracted a lot of objects. So which force does the magnet use? When I did this when I'm attracting a coin, It is pushing the coin away or pulling it closer to it. It's pulling it. So the force that a magnet uses for attracting objects is pulling, okay? Magnets are holding these objects in place. Here we have a note. Where do we actually see this kind of note? Buy eggs and milk. Where do we see it? On the fridge, yes? Now let's go to page 387. There are many objects that magnets cannot attract. These include plastic, wood, and some metals. Walk around your classroom instead of your classroom, your bedroom, your home with a magnet. See what the magnet attracts and what it does not. So let's check out this chart on page 387. The title of the chart is What a Magnet Attracts, and we have 4 rows, each with an object. The objects are a crayon, a wax crayon, a screw, an eraser, and a lock. Also, we have 2 columns, which are attracts and does not attract. What do you see that shows what a magnet attracts? We see that are 2 checks in the attracts column next to the screw and the lock. Now, what do you see that shows what a magnet does not attract? The crayon and eraser, the eraser rows have a check under the does not attract column. Will a magnet attract a button? What do you think? Well, it may be only if the button is made with iron or nickel parts. Okay? Now let's go to page 389 and learn more about magnets. Sorry, 388. Okay, 388. Let us take another look at the magnet here. What do you see? This side is written N and the other side is written with S. We see that it has 2 sides. They are actually called poles. Magnets have north and south poles. So what do here? We have 2 magnets and arrows. Let us read in order to get to know more about these arrows. What are poles? The 2 ends of a magnet are its poles. Every magnet has a north pole and a south pole. Put the north pole of one magnet next to the south pole of another. They will attract each other, like here. Let me show you. Here I have 2 magnets. I will put the north pole of this magnet and the south pole of another magnet. See how they attracted? Now put the 2 south poles together. They will repel. I have here the south pole of the first one and oh, they are repelling. You see how? They're moving away, actually. The same thing will happen with the 2 north poles as well. You see how also they're repelling? The push or pull of a magnet is strongest at its poles. So here, before we move to the photo down, what do you think the arrows in the illustrations show? The arrows pointing to one another show how magnets attract, whereas the arrows pointing opposite directions show how magnets repel. Now, let us move to the photo here. This magnet attracts tiny pieces of iron. We see a magnet, the North Pole, the South Pole. We see a lot of objects attracted to the north, to the poles of the magnet. So on this side we see a lot of objects. Also on this side we see a lot of tiny pieces of iron. So in the middle, we see a lot less pieces. Why is that? Because the magnet is stronger at the poles. Okay? The north and south poles of the magnet are stronger than the middle of the magnet. All right? So this is a fact. Some magnets are much stronger than others. This is another fact, that some magnets are much stronger than others. Now, let's move to page 389. Earth acts like a big magnet. Like every magnet, it has north and south poles. A compass is a magnet that is free to spin. The north pole in the magnet points toward Earth's north pole. Here's the Earth, and the Earth actually works as has a magnetic field, a very strong magnetic field. You're gonna learn about it more in the coming grades. Earth has a magnetic force around the north and south poles. Okay, so here in the photo we see the compass. The needle inside a compass is a magnet that points to Earth's north pole. You see here the compass, north, south, east, and west. Now, where is the pull of a magnet strongest? We have answered this earlier. It is strongest at the poles. Two magnets repel each other. How can you make them stick together? Let's see here. Two magnets repel each other. How can we make them stick together or attract? We turn one magnet so that the opposite poles are near each other. That way they will attract. What will a magnet attract? Magnets attract objects made with iron or nickel, such as the paper clips here. The paper clip. What are magnets? A magnet is a piece of metal that attracts or pulls objects made with iron or nickel.